Good morning. My name is Taya, for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know, thank you for tuning in for yet another video. So in this video, as you can see, I am wanting build better habits. Not so much build them for the first time, but go back to using and implementing habits that I used to have. I used to work out. I was weight training, I was walking pretty consistently, I was meal prepping, I was doing all of these things, moving my body, doing therapy, just doing the whole nine, and I felt really good. Obviously some days were hard, right? It ebbs and flows in terms of motivation, but I felt, that was probably when I felt like my best, my most confident, my most well-rounded as a whole. And I wanna work towards getting back to that. I was walking last year, knew that moving my body made me feel good, but I didn't have the motivation to get to the gym, so I would just walk. So I was walking like 7 miles here, 5 miles there, 3 miles here, 10 miles here. Like I was just walking and walking and walking, and I felt really good. Way to clear my head. I just had some time to myself, all that stuff. So yeah, that brings us now to current time. Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025. And I haven't really moved my body since I started working at the hospital 6 months ago. I'm a little bit more active than when I was just in private practice, so I get a few steps in, but I'm not moving my body nearly as much as I used to, and I really want to get back to that. Now I've grown accustomed, or like my normal has become not moving, and it's a really drastic change for me because I've always moved my body. Like I was an athlete growing up, and then in college, I would work out. It took me a while to kind of get my footing and figure out some stuff, but then in grad school, I got really serious. I really loved working out because it made me feel mentally and physically strong. I haven't been able to build the motivation to just jump back in and be consistent. I think I went to the gym maybe 2 or 3 times since working in this job, and then I walked one day last week after I got off of work, but I want to get back to feeling really disciplined. So I think to start, meal prepping is super easy for me. Eating all my meals at home is super easy. Tracking is not too hard. Like I said, I did it in grad school and I kind of figured out what worked for me and what didn't. Got my staple meals. I've like documented them, have recipes and stuff that work for me. So in this video, I am going to plan out 30 days. We're just gonna start with 30 days. And before I was trying to get myself to be like, okay, well, let's dive back into the gym. Let's start with going to the gym just twice a week, or let's start with weight training 4 times a week, or whatever. Let me try doing Pilates. Let me try doing at-home workouts. And I just couldn't find my footing. I couldn't get consistent with it. And I also know that I don't know, I know what works for me and what doesn't. I'm not really an at-home workout person. I feel much more motivated when I'm physically going to the gym. I think just a good way to start, build the habit of like waking up early again, because I used to work out before work. So I'd wake up at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock and go and be at work at 8. And that worked great for me. Obviously you have to switch things around in terms of a sleep schedule, but that worked really, really well for me. So I want to get back to it. The hospital, my schedule is a little bit more flexible in terms of what time I start, but sometimes the days are long. Like I said, I just want to start building some form of habit. So I think in this, I am going to just do 30 days of walking 10K steps. That's it. I'm not gonna track my calories super strictly. Again, I don't want to overwhelm myself or feel intimidated that I'm adding all these small changes. So I'm just gonna start with one change. I'm not gonna change anything else. I am just going to have a goal of walking 10,000 steps a day. It'll take me probably about an hour and 15 minutes maybe to get all those steps in. So I would like to do it before work, but if I don't do it before work, I'll take however many steps I have during my work day and then just round it out at the end of the evening and get to 10K steps. But I don't know, my biggest thing is I want a goal of 10,000 steps. So we're gonna try it for 30 days. I'm gonna have these as like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and we're just gonna map it out. And then each day I wanna go in and put like how many steps I ended up walking every single day, just so I can kind of hold myself a little bit more accountable, as opposed to saying, yeah, I'm gonna walk 10,000 steps a day and then there's nothing to really track it. I think it could, again, really hold me accountable, because I've kind of just allowed myself to sulk and be like, well, I don't really have the time. And I've been disciplined before and I know I'm capable. I just have to start. And that's where I'm having a hard time. Here we are. We're gonna do 30 days of walking, and right now we're gonna plan it out. we are. Here are all the dates. I know some of these lines are like not the straightest, but it is what it is. So we're starting tomorrow, Saturday, March 1st. And then it literally just goes from there. I messed up on this Tuesday here, so just disregard that. And then here is my starting weight, 171 pounds as of today, Friday, February 28th, 2025. So I am almost the heaviest I've ever been. The heaviest I've ever been was 177 pounds, I believe. And that was about a year ago before I started getting consistent, and then life started lifing and I fell off. So what I'm planning on doing is I just titled it Walking Challenge. That way I can just kind of continue to do this if I ever want to do this challenge again. Again, I'm going to start tomorrow on a Saturday. I know it's kind of funky, but I just wanted to do that because I always say, oh, I'll start Monday or I'll start next week. So instead, I'm just going to start tomorrow. It's the first of a month. That makes it easy to do a full 30 days or 31 days for March. I just want to start. I just want to start working towards it. So we're going to do it every day. And then I'm going to put how many steps I get every single day and how I feel like physically. Just to kind of see. But yeah, this is the beginning of our walking challenge. Good morning. Thought I would come on here and give a quick little update. I took my little morning protein coffee, but like I said, I want to give a quick update of how things have been going for the walking challenge. I'll probably post this video soon. This is just kind of like the first week breakdown. As you guys know, I want to get at least 10K, 10,000 steps every single day. And so in order for me to achieve that, I can either walk like 3 miles on my walking pad before I go to work, or I can walk a full 4, and that gets me to like 9,700 something, and I'm pretty much done for the day because like the last 300 steps I'll just kind of get walking around the house, doing things, walking to and from the car, walking around. But if I do the 3 miles, last 3,000 I get at my job or by the end of the day. But if I do anything less than that, I won't hit my 10,000. But I've been keeping track of how many steps I get every single day. And there was one day that I missed my steps, and so I had to make them up like the following day. So don't mind all of our containers back here, but I'm gonna walk through and I'll put them on the screen. That way we can kind of see like what my average is, I guess, for a week. So on Saturday, March 1st, that was my first day starting this, I had 13,832 steps, which ended up being 5.64 miles. On Sunday, March 2nd, 12,511 steps, 5.3 miles. Monday, March 3rd, 12,219 steps, 5.24 miles. Tuesday, March 4th, 10,699 steps and 4.57 miles. 13,079 steps on Wednesday, March 5th, which came out to 5.52 miles. Thursday, March 6th, 12,449 steps, which came out to 5.3 miles. And then Friday, March 7th, 12,015 steps, which came out to 5.07 miles. Okay, so that was like my first entire week, my first 7 days. I walked every single day for 7 days, and I was really proud about that because some of the days, I'm not gonna lie, I was tired and it kind of plummets my motivation sometimes. And so that was one of those days where I really kind of lagged and dragged that morning, but I woke up, I walked my 3 miles, and then I went to work and I hit my step goal by the end of the day. So I always feel much better after. And I know that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. But again, when I don't feel motivated, it is hard to want to be like, yeah, I'm so excited to wake up at crack of dawn and go walk umpteenth miles, or, you know, go lift weights or go do whatever. But I saw this thing recently and it was like, go with your plan, not with your mood. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Also, I think the fact that I don't have to up and drive anywhere, like I literally wake up, I put pants on and I just walk on the walking pad. I don't put like a full outfit on. I don't get ready for the day, nothing. I literally just like roll out of bed, put on some pants and shoes, and I start walking. So I think it takes some of the intimidating feeling of having to wake up, brush my teeth, get dressed, fill my water bottle, do all this stuff, and then drive to a gym, hit a workout, come back in enough time to like shower, eat my breakfast, make my coffee, all that stuff, and then go. Okay. But like I said, I'll either do 3 miles before work or 4 just total, and then I'm done. I've been feeling really good after. The only downside to doing this is on Saturday, today's Monday. Today is Monday, March 10th. So on Saturday, March 8th, I didn't get up and walk. I did not. And this is the reason why I know that I have to walk in the morning, because if I wait in the afternoon, I'm not gonna do it. Like I've never been one of those people that like, go about my day and then just do what I need to do at night. No, that's absolutely not gonna work. I've never been an evening workout person. I don't know, it just doesn't work. So on Saturday, I told myself, yeah, I'm gonna start my day, like do whatever. We had errands to run, we were hanging out. I went to work with my husband, like we just did all this stuff. We're hanging out, just relaxing. And I kept telling myself, I'm gonna come back and walk. I'm gonna come back and walk. I'm gonna come back and walk. I went and met a friend. Like I had all this stuff to do, knowing good and well, I was not gonna bring myself back here and come back and walk. Like I just wasn't going to. So that day I got a whopping 2,690 steps, which came out to 1.17 miles. And then on Sunday, because I want to stick to this as much as I possibly can, I decided to walk, like to double it and make up for the miles and the steps that I didn't make on Saturday. So on Sunday, March 9th, which was yesterday, I got 21,987 steps, which came out to 9.18 miles. So I obviously hit double what I was trying to achieve. So I had 2690 the day before. So I was just trying to get like 17,000 or something like that to kind of balance it out. So I walked 7 miles, which got me to like 17. And then, I just had additional steps throughout the day. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Also, some other things that I've noticed, not only am I walking and moving my body more, but I am in a better mood typically after I do it. And then also, I don't know, I'm practicing better habits by doing it. Like I'm drinking more water. As soon as I wake up, I'm like thirsty. So I drink some water. And then as I'm walking, I'm drinking a lot more water. Like I can finish an entire 30-ounce Awala while I'm walking. Then I drink more water at work and I eat better. And because I'm gonna wake up and walk the next day, I don't want to eat a bunch of sugar or salt before bed. Like, I don't know, I'm just more intentional, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to do it. So yeah, I know that was kind of a long-winded whatever, but this is kind of where we're at right now. I'm seeing results. I'm enjoying it. It's really nice, I don't know, to have something to do every morning. My only concern though is like I can continue to do every day before work. That's super easy. And walking for an hour is not hard at all. I either listen to music, I listen to an audiobook, or I put on a YouTube video when I have Mellow Beats on and I'm just a walking. But my concern is going to be when we go on this cruise. I'm gonna get a lot of steps when we're on the boat and stuff and we're walking around. That's gonna be super easy, but it's gonna be the days that we're traveling. And I think that is where I'm gonna have to be really intentional about it, or I'm gonna have to like, I don't know, walk in place or something, because I just have a feeling like one of the days we're gonna be driving, I'm gonna be in a car all day. And then we're probably gonna walk around a little bit. But I don't know, those days I'm gonna be much less likely to hit my 10,000. So I don't know, we'll see. I guess I'll cross that bridge when we get there. But here's our 1 week down of the 30-day walking challenge, and it's going pretty good so far. So we'll see. I'll try to come back with more updates. Good morning. It is Sunday, March 16th, and we are parked right now. We're gonna get ready to go for a walk. This is gonna be one of the first days that I've walked outside for my 10K steps, just because it's been kind of cold lately. Yesterday, I hung out with a friend and some of her family for St. Patrick's Day parade, and so I got some steps in yesterday, but I didn't get all of them, and I messed up not walking beforehand. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk this morning, and yesterday I got 8,000, so I'll just end up adding like 1 extra mile today, so I'll probably walk 5. Because I think 4 gets me to like 9,000 and some change. So I'll just walk a 5th mile to get to 12, and then the rest of them I'll get throughout the day. But yeah, it's not too early. It's 10:50. I'll probably walk for about an hour and a half. I don't know. I'll just see how I feel. And then I don't have anything planned for today other than taking my hair down and washing it, because we are going on vacation next weekend, and I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna pack my stuff up, and then we are gonna start this walk, and I'll probably come back on and chat with you guys a little bit throughout the walk to see how I feel, and just to kind of give updates on how our walking journey has been going so far. from the walk. Okay. I did decide to wear the pack across my body rather than on my waist, just because this one is kind of bulky. I don't know, it didn't feel as comfortable that way, but I haven't been walking very long, only 11 minutes so far. I just thought I'd come and give like an update on how it has been walking and some of the things that I've done. I haven't changed anything for my diet at all. Before I started the walking challenge, I had considered like tracking again and eating better. I'm not necessarily tracking right now, but I am still being pretty mindful of what I'm putting into my body. You know, still trying to get back into the habit of incorporating foods that made me feel good or that worked for me before. So like I said, I'm not tracking it very consistently or really at all right now. I'm just kind of like, my main focus is incorporating the walking. Sorry, it's a little dark. I'm going under a bridge. But I think after 1 day of walking every day, I'm going to consider, or I'm going to add in the tracking again and like meal prepping and doing all of that stuff, just because it does make a really big difference when I do that. That's something I definitely want to incorporate back into it. I know some people like would probably think it makes no sense to incorporate it all at once, but because I want this to be a long-term thing, I'm just doing one at a time. So I've added in steps or like moving my body every day, and then I didn't want to overwhelm myself to the point where I'm not able to get anything done and I'm not able to, be motivated enough to continue. So instead of walking, trying to increase water intake, changing my sleep schedule, tracking, I just decided to just add one thing at a time. Oh, I will also say I didn't want to add diet and food and stuff right away, because again, we are going on a cruise this month. Literally in like 7 days we'll be on the boat. So I didn't want to set myself up for failure. I know that may be a little controversial, or I know some people may have a different opinion on that, but I just know myself, and I know that if I were to start something and then immediately go onto a trip or a vacation where like you tend to eat foods you don't always eat, or you tend to eat more, you tend to maybe drink and relax more, stuff like that. I want to allow myself to enjoy the vacation. Obviously, I'll still be very mindful and intentional, and I'm not just going to indulge in any and everything, but I think it was just much more realistic for myself to start small and then add that later. My plan, good morning. My plan is going to be, like I said, I'm just walking. I'm not tracking. I'm not eating in a calorie deficit right now. I'm strictly just walking to get myself back into the habit of being active again, having some form of discipline as well, moving my body and waking up early, getting enough sleep, drinking more water, eating whole foods, that kind of stuff. And then after our vacation, I'm going to continue walking. But I think at that point, that's when I'm going to start incorporating meal prepping and meal planning and tracking my calories again, since I'm not doing it right now. Yeah, but you guys can probably hear that I'm a little winded. I've been walking uphill for like 5 minutes straight, it feels like. I'd probably say like 4 minutes, but yeah, I'm just gonna continue my walk, and then if I have an update, I'll come back and give an update. But this is what our Sunday morning is looking like. Okay, I thought I'd come on here. I'm driving right now, but I finished the walk. I thought I would come and give a quick little update. So yesterday didn't get the full amount of steps that I needed. I had like only 8,000. So today I wanted to get 12. That way it kind of balanced out between the 2 days. So I walked outside today and it was really nice. Honestly, it was like perfect weather, like nice and warm, not too hot though, had a nice breeze, it was windy, all that stuff. 12,474 steps. I walked 5.45 miles. My average pace was 22 minutes and some change, and I think the only difference is when I walk at home, my average pace is like 21 something. So I had like my first 3 miles were like 21, and then I think I started to kind of slow down. A friend actually met me out there, and so she was talking with me, and we were walking a little bit slower, but yeah, average pace 21 to 22 minutes. So not too bad. I know for some people they say that walking as a way to get steps in, or walking as a way to move your body and exercising close your rings takes a little bit of a while, and I will definitely say it does. To even hit like 3 miles, if you have a 20-minute pace for walking, you're gonna walk for an hour. I feel really good. I'm gonna stop and get a smoothie from Smoothie King. I'm eating a cheese stick right now that my friend gave me, and then I'm gonna take my hair down, wash it, and that will likely be the end of this video. I am gonna go home and tally up in total all my numbers for the past 2 weeks, and I'll include those, and then we're gonna go on vacation next week. So I'm just gonna continue, try walking, just keep being intentional, keep being mindful of how much I'm moving my body, what I'm eating, things like that, and then we will go from there.